So you're welcome to another section of the A2 Library tutorial series. This particular tutorial is going to focus on cheating in Turnitin. We have people who actually submit their work to the Turnitin platform. They do have higher percentage or similarity index, and they will try as much as possible to reduce the percentage with a dubious means. So like try to engage in so many acts as a way of reducing the percentage. So someone getting 80%, 95% which actually isn't good. Instead of sitting down and going through the work again or doing the appropriate or the correct thing or the acceptable things that needs to be done, some people will actually think that they can outsmart Turnitin. Now we are saying that cheating in Turnitin, avoid now. This tutorial is coming to you by Obed. I'm from the library, and we will quickly move into some demo for you to know one of the popular, actually most often this particular trick or hack is mostly used in Turnitin. So let's start something. Now, before that, just take a close look at this. You realize that a person submitted this particular work, and the percentage that we see over here is 6%. It seems like everything is cool, but let's try and examine the work very well to make sure that we don't have any cheating in there. Okay, sure. So let me open that person's work, and this is what we have. So it's like from the results, this is what happens, and you realize that Turnitin flags it. We have the flag over here, integrity insight review as a priority, hidden attempt to true up similarity detection. And so at the back end of Turnitin, we are able to detect what actually that particular student did. You realize that we have some hidden characters in there to true up the similarity report or the similarity detection. And so I'm going to take you through how this thing is done. And therefore, you don't need to even attempt, because when you do that, it's subject to more practice. You can feed the disciplinary committee, actually. So you don't need to engage in such act. So this is what happens. And the 6% that you are seeing over there is not accurate. It means that there's a problem. And therefore, necessary actions can be taken against this particular student. So how did that student get over here? How? Now, this is how they go by it. Okay, all right, so I have this Word file over here. This was a work that I submitted previously in the Turnitin submission and interpretation of results tutorial. Now, I'm going to use this work to do what most students will actually feel like doing in order to bring down the percentage of their similarity index. So we have, that is the find and replace. So you have, so find what empty spaces I give a space, then replace with what? Let's say an I. So all empty spaces should be replaced with what? An I. So these are the empty spaces that I'm talking about. All these things, these are empty spaces. For example, these empty spaces that you see over here, every empty space. Okay, so let's start again. So find what empty spaces, replace it with a letter I, but I want to change the color, so I go to more and format. I have font over here, change the color to white so that it becomes invisible. You don't see it. That's what some people think, that they can outsmart Turnitin, but don't try. All right, so you go ahead and click OK. Then you click on replace all. So it has replaced all blank spaces. That is, we made 8,514 replacements. We click on OK. All right. Then now we close this. So you cannot see, but whatever we have over here, there's an I in there. So it's like, how will Turnitin be able to detect this? It's kind of difficult. So that's what they think. So it's like you have transformations I in I in I there. You get it? So let's look at something. Control A to highlight everything. I change this color to black. Do you see this? You see all the eyes? Yes. So don't try this, because Turnitin will detect it at the back end. Now let's try to save this. Actually, Turnitin just updated, or there's an update of its algorithm. So this is just part one of some of the dubious ways and means that some people would like to engage in, thinking that they can outsmart Turnitin. This is just one of it. Now, let me undo. Let me save this. You think you want to be smart, so let's save this one and let's try to submit to Turnitin. And let's say the new update when it comes to Turnitin. So I save this. That is still my work, market segmentation. Let me close this. Okay. Now let me go back to Turnitin, trying to do a submission again. Okay, so if you want to do a resubmission, to submit, you just click on resubmit. Okay. All right, so as you are seeing over here, after 3 resubmissions, you will need to wait 24 hours after a resubmission to see a new similarity report. You go ahead and click OK. All right, now let's say I have it here. So market segmentation. Let's go on. Let's click from this computer. Okay, so that is it. Let's see if Turnitin is going to pick this, because we have added some hidden eyes in it. Open. Okay, so let's try to upload. Oh, what do you see? The paper you have submitted seems to have an unusual number of excessively long or short words. Please try changing your font and submitting again, or contact our help desk if the problem persists. So you cannot submit this work. You cannot. So don't waste your time. Okay. Thank you once again for watching this section of VT Library tutorial series. Make sure that you do genuine work when submitting your work to Turnitin. All right. Watch the part 2 section of this, that is hidden tricks when it comes to Turnitin. But remember to subscribe to the channel, because we have a lot of good videos for you.